Hey, Royal Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. I want to talk about a woman's work. Yes, a lot of women be out there working till they frothing from their mouth like a horse. They just out there just trying to make it happen, trying to be successful, out there exhausted. And here's what I'm talking about. To me, as being a woman, when I'm out there working and hustling for myself, a man is not on my mind. And if you have a man at home and he's not working, I'm not saying if he worked and got laid off or something happened. I'm just talking about whatever the history is and he's not putting in however you need him to put in, whether it's 1 penny, 10 pennies, however many. And it's not just about money, but just in general, when you're running a household and you're out there in an environment. I remember I talked to somebody about something. I said, they asked me a question. They said, because I do work, they asked me, why you look like that? I look just like this. It's my face. I don't do anything extra when I'm at my job. That is. And they said, why you look like this? I look like what? Like that. Why aren't you smiling? And why did um I don't know why this man was so worried about my smile. Maybe it was to break the ice to talk to me or something. I don't know. I'm not a hard person to talk to. I just don't like bullshit. Um and I said this. He said, why you look? I said, I'm gonna tell you why. I said, I look hard so I can stay soft. I said, because some man out there that has female tendencies, if you're out there smiling, feel like they can approach you and say things that they shouldn't say to you, then I have to operate in my masculine energy, which is not an energy that I'm supposed to operate in. But like I told you, we all have a duplicity. So I look like I'm hard so I can stay soft. Now, I'm not saying that I'm soft, and I'm not saying I'm hard. I'm saying so I can stay in my soft feminine energy, like you women out there as well. You got to look hard to stay soft, because some soft ass man might try to try you, and then you got to get hard. Did that make sense to you? Okay, now let's move on. And so when you're a woman and you out there and you have to protect your feminine energy. And if that's having a face on, then face on. And then when you get home, the man who is not operating in the manner which you need him to operate, however you need him to operate is different for each woman. But I ain't worried about no D when I get home, when I done been out there getting a hustle on. That is the last thing from my mind is some D. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what? Basically, if you're out there working like a damn horse and you come home exhausted, I don't want no D. You could take that D and give it to another P as far as I'm concerned. Because I'm in my masculine energy. I'm not operating in, what do they call that? That feminine energy. I have been able to operate in the fullness of my feminine energy when I was married. Um, anyway, let me go on. So, I ain't worried about no D when I'm out there doing my thing, because that ain't enough for me. I'm carrying around the full house responsibilities. No D. I ain't worried about no D. Nothing. I'm hustling. And when I'm out there hustling for myself, I don't have no desire for a man talking to me. What you talking to me for? Listen to what I'm talking. If you talking about going out to eat and drink, I ain't hungry and I ain't thirsty. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, if there are some males, some men that come to you and they really are interested in you. But if you coming to take me out to dinner and for drinks and think after I'm going to be dessert, check please. I will pay the bill to keep my free will. Have a nice day. I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life. Because see, and I say this to men too, because women trick off men just like men try to trick off women. You are worth more than a dinner and some drinks. I don't care you take me by lobster towers and go to 5-star hotels. I ain't nobody. Look, check this out, man. This thing is supposed to be something established. You know what I'm saying? Not just treating someone to something lavish just to lay them down and that's it. And no. Hey, check please. I will pay the bill to keep my free will. Because some people think because they take you out to dinner and drinks, you're going to be dessert. No. Spoiler alert. Hell to the no. Because I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, like I said before, when I'm going to get off this thing here. I'm going to pay the bill. I'm going to pay your bill and my bill together. And I'm going to say, have a nice day. And I'm going to be on my way. Because I ain't about that life. So I hope y'all know what y'all worth. Now, if y'all want to lay down with somebody because they done got some lobster towers and some Dom Perignon and whatever the thing be, you're making a life decision. A big life decision on some food and drink. And what you get into might make you more than just stank. Now, I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.